Hi everyone. Today we'll be having a short video discussing about IEM targets and my personal preference on it. Today we'll be using graph from Chronicle as a reference. Uh, Please keep in mind that graph only acts as a guide to how a IEM might sound like in the real life, not how the IEM will actually sound like in the real life. So if you can, please do a audition about on the real actual IEM before you buy them, or if it's not possible, then you might read up more reviews that you from the reviewer that you trust. Basically, that will describe them for you. So to start off, a lot of people prefer a IEM with a lot of bass and a lot of treble in the very beginning. This this include me as a general listener as well, and until a stage where some of it might satisfy with this tuning, some of it want to look for more, they might dig for more advice from those experts. They come across a word called neutral, and they think neutral is basically the best, and they go and hunt for every neutral IEM they can. But what I realized was neutral is not uh, really my preference, but I want a IEM that sound natural but not neutral. What I start off buying is a pair of KZ ZS10 Pro. At that time, I think this IM is very good because I have no experience in listening to more expensive IM. From the graph, you can see here is basically okay, up to this 2.5K region and this 4K region. There's two hue up here. This kind of rough or tonality, I wouldn't say is natural because this definitely sound nasal, a little bit nasally because of this, and a bit grainy because of this. Just somehow artificial, and this kind of presentation, I don't know why the graph didn't show a lot of peaks, but it's very similar to me. In real life, the treble just splash out of nowhere, and it's metallic as hell. It's basically this might caused by the cheap BA driver used by KZ, because KZ tends to go for hybrid designs and they did not join their driver well enough. That might be the cause of issue. I'm not very sure because I'm not an audio engineer or anything. So yeah, that's what I hear about the ZS10 Pro. Uh, let's move on to another thing. Uh, okay, just now I say lots of bass and anything, right? After I listen to some of those more neutral IEM, and I find myself trying other thing as well, and I find a little bit of bass boost with a early bass cut is my preference, is my cup of tea. Basically I want a few dB of bass boost, then also also a little bit followed by a little bit of warmth in the lower mid to make the singer sound sometimes some singer I want them to sound fuller, uh, as well as giving it more presence on the upper mid-range part. Because of my library mostly consists of anime soundtrack and also female vocals, so I will like a bit of boost in the pinna gain region as it compensate for those loss of the the vocal presence in the IEM, and as well as treble. I would like a smooth type of treble rather than a spiky type of treble. But if the treble, those kind of spiky, a little bit more spiky treble like the Duno Titan S, I think I would like to try that if I have the chance. I might like those well-tuned spiky treble as well, because well, audio is experiment, is journey. It doesn't end right away. As I want to explain more about this kind of tuning, basically a little bit of bass boost without overpowering any vocal presence, and we add a bit of like the energy to the female vocal, and also retaining the sparkle without harshness. And that's basically it. That's my general preference on the moon the IEM. I would like to talk about the treble region as well. Peak, this is considered okay. I didn't see any issue here. This one, I think now I own the T3 Plus and the KXSS. The KATO is still on the way delivering. What I hear actually is this region right here. The T3 Plus is because of not dipping this area, is more less forgiving to lo-fi, such as some video you hear at YouTube. You will definitely hear those artificial digital noise. It's not sibilant, it's like artificial digital noise presented to you, because there's no dip in the the post the post 10k region. And this one, there's a peak at 13. This KXSS has a peak at 13 to 14k region. This might cause some cymbal crash to sound sharper. I wouldn't say this is bad, or this is not the suitable kind of tuning, but this definitely add some sharpness to the cymbal crash. A lot of people like this, but for long listening session, this might actually sound a little bit fatiguing to some. But for me, I can definitely tolerate this kind of presentation. So this is okay to me. And there's still A up on the very top end. So this, both of these IEM, I will classify this as quite good. But I'm looking for upgrade to the KXSS, so I bought the KATO. As I explained just now, I bought the KATO. As you can see, the KATO is not the base shelf, but the Pina gain region is definitely closer to IEF neutral than the IE 2019 Harman target, and it's pretty much quite similar to the Automatic ER2 SE if you disregard the base shelf. But this is definitely, it will definitely sound a lot warmer and thicker than the ER2 SE. As you can see, the KATO might be brighter than the ER2 SE, but there's nothing much to say about it here. It's just some general idea about, they are quite close. I think that they are quite close graph wise. If you pull up the T3, it's definitely closer to the IE Harman target rather than the IEF neutral at the Pinagin region. This might give a little bit more excitement. It will definitely highlight a little bit more background, I think so. Saying back just now, why I choose to buy the KATO. As you can see, from the bass all the way to the mid region, the mid-range region is almost identical, but there's online claim that the KATO is actually fuller in the lower mid region. I think what they did is tweaking the decay and transients of the driver. This is not uh, indicatable by graph. I think there's some decay measurement that can show this, but I'm not sure. I'm not an expert. I'm just a beginner, so that's what I can tell you from what I read online. And the most difference from KXXS to KATO is actually this area right here. I haven't owned the KATO yet, so I can't say by certain what this will do. I only can guess from the graph by reducing this segment right here. I think it will be more relaxed and give more space for the vocal to present itself or pop. Uh, just the vocal will pop more compared to the background. For example, what complaint I have with the KXSS is actually the background. When a track get very busy, it start fighting. The background start fighting with the vocal. I think relaxing this area where those very loud electronic guitars or some artificial, I'm not sure what electronic musics that might add in this region, relax that and let the vocal have some space to live in. This is basically I see is okay, pretty similar up until here. It definitely have the 10 post 10k dip. This would be more forgiving to, I think it will be more forgiving to lo-fi music, and it also did not have the 13 to 14k peak. This I think will make the music sound more the treble sound more smooth and relaxing without sacrificing too much of the energy, and there's good upper extension as well. I would like to add on before I go is the definition of neutral and natural. Neutral means by definition it means the IEM is absolutely uncolored and true to the music itself. Sometimes neutral is not what you want. Some people definitely prefer neutral. Some people prefer a little bit of coloration to the music to make it more exciting, to make it more fun to listen to. The definition of natural, however, is the music stay realistic. That's what I think it is. It don't contain things like nasally vocal, like very artificially bright highs or cymbal crashes or metallic treble presentation, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for watching.